This is Gary Butterfield.
This is Cole Ross.
And this is Monster, my podcast.
And these are the Alskali.
There's a monster in my podcast.
So, this is something that is going to happen somewhat frequently in this book, where we learn the elder true name of mythological figures or creatures that we know from other cultures.
Yes. Everything in myth is actually based on a gross elder thing.
Yes.
Kind of thing. Like specifically the one, I didn't know about this one. I mean, I knew it because I've read this book before, but I didn't remember it. Mm-hmm. One of the big ones is the Ligor, which are what the base of dragons are.
Yeah.
So these are cyclopses.
Mm-hmm.
Big nude cyclopses. Nothing wears clothes in this. So like, this is a good season of the show if you like imagining weird dicks. So like the weird dicks of the Malleus Monstrorum is the subtitle of this season.
Very healthy, very aired out. No, just let that dick breathe.
Can you imagine how clean your dick would be if you never wore clothes?
Oh, I mean, I understand that is a big appeal of not wearing shoes.
Yeah. Your feet are just healthier then.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and these guys, like all these cyclopses, you know, who are also not like the worst creatures in the world. Like not all of these are malevolent.
No,
these aren't good, but they're not terrible.
Yeah. I mean, like the only thing about them is they used to dwell on the surface, building these cities into the sides of mountains. But something happened and they were driven underground, and now they serve the old ones. You know,
they serve Nyarlathotep.
Yeah,
specifically, which is a very common god to worship.
Yes.
In these things, they also have worshippers. Mm-hmm. There's a Turkish sect known as the Erkek Cardio goes,
mm-hmm.
The Brothers of the Eye.
Love it. I love the Brothers of the Eye. But like their sole goal, you worship them, but also you want to keep their existence hidden from the rest of mankind.
Mm-hmm. You should call yourself the Brotherhood of the Foot or something. Then.
Yeah,
misdirect people.
The Foot Clan.
Know? Yeah, they call yourself the Foot Clan because then no one's going to be looking for a gigantic one-eyed critter. You know.
Yeah.
But this, I love, one of the things I love about Call of Cthulhu is this pervading, and just kind of Lovecraftian myth in general, is this pervading theme of ignorance,
mm-hmm.
right? Like, we thought these were cyclopses, they're actually these monsters. Mm-hmm. This Turkish sect thinks these things are gods, but they're not.
Right.
They're just a race of more powerful creatures than us. Like, everyone's wrong about everything in Call of Cthulhu.
It's so great.
And it's awesome. Yeah. It's really flavorful.
Yeah. So like, and there are a couple different levels of that. Yes, everybody is wrong, but also the lines between those distinctions are not actually that meaningful.
Yeah.
You know?
There's not, gods are the god in this kind of thing, because there's no divinity in Call of Cthulhu. It is just a measure of power.
Right.
There's no measure that you can understand. Yeah. So like to a human or to the sect, like these things are gods because they're gigantic. They're super strong. They hypnotize you by having you gaze into their one inky black eye.
I love this.
In the middle of their head. Yeah. And they can just make you do things shittily.
They're incompetence elementals.
Yeah. They make you bad at things. They should call themselves the Brothers of the Teamsters Union.
Oh, am I right?
Yeah. I've never met a Teamster.
I drove by their headquarters earlier today.
Were they all farting around and sleeping?
No, they were stretching against the truck.
Yeah, were they stretching against each other's extremely clean dicks and not doing work?
Yep. Man, if there's one thing that I want everybody to know, it's that I'm extremely skeptical of organized labor.
That's very in line with my politics.
Yes.
Yeah. The clean dick anti-union podcast known as the podcast. We start courting that are the Donald audience. Like, I don't really like most of these guys' politics, but they hate unions and they love dicks. Like, they can't stop talking about pee-pee.
They contain multitudes.
Yeah. Like, I'm really conflicted on them. 3 stars.
Brought to you by our backers at patreon.com/Duckfeed.tv.